get my 6.
Ta-ra! Hi, everybody.
Get her 6 too.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, it is muggy, it is steamy, it is hot, and here's what we're doing. Back by popular demand, both my beautiful bride Dearly, aka Giggly Girl, and make sure I don't hit her while I do the panoramic scan here. We're back in the lair. We're back in the lair of the potential Bigfoot Sasquatch. It's been a while, it's been months. Now, here's what we're trying to do today, okay? Survive the heat. I mean, we've got shade from the canopy, which is nice, but it's still 90 something degrees, very humid. We're in Virginia, the end of July. It's hot, but to my belief, we were not followed today. It's been problematic getting back into the lair without being followed. If you read Bigfoot Sasquatch Files Volume 3 and the story in there called The Story I'll Never Tell on YouTube, the Bigfoot Sasquatch Story I'll Never Tell on YouTube, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. I thought we were only being watched on YouTube. But 2 or 3 days after that short story collection was released, I tried to come back up here again, and I saw the Jeep with the satellite dish, so I know I couldn't do it. So I didn't. I went home. Here's how we're using 3 methods of... I'm going to go over this way a little bit, honey. Let's see if we see anything up that way. Okay, trying to be very... sneaky, clever in here today. Number 1, I brought Giggly Girl, and I have not brought her into the lair in more than a year. We hike in around the general area, but where I'm going today, and look at that, my Do 6. Stay right there, hun. Don't move. You might block something that may or may not be back there behind us. Watch for movement, honey. If you see any, tell me.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so I guess people. What people notice, I know how the human mind works, especially when it comes to OPSEC, operational security. What people notice most is when you do something differently. Well, if I've never come into the lair with my beautiful bride Dearly, aka Giggly Girl, with me, then it would be safe to assume that those who may be watching would assume that I'm not going to the lair that day. So that's number 1, strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 is we're using time travel. By the time you see this video, already at least 1 entire day has passed since we recorded it. So that way we're not going to be able to put these folks fresh on our trails. And it's all about making sure to protect what may or may not live up here in these woods. So, number 3, here's what we're going to try to do today at some point out here in the lair. I'm going to spin around this way, honey, because I thought I saw... right there. I think it's moving around the side of the hill. It might be working already. We're trying to lure the creature in. Thought I heard a tree knock.
Yeah. In that...
yeah, up there. Well,
yeah.
That's the way we're heading.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful maidens work, and I've got another device we're going to be implementing here once we get up to where we reach a certain spot. So I'm going to put the phone away for now. We're going to walk a considerable distance before we record some more. We're going to implement a couple techniques and see if we can lure him, her, it, or they to us. Again, if at any point between our point A here and the point B there where we're going to go do this, I have reason to believe that we're being followed by entities other than him, her, it, or they, we're not going to continue with this video. But I think we're fine. And what it all boils down to is this. With this strategy, this is what I've found, okay? You don't find Bigfoot Sasquatch. Bigfoot Sasquatch finds you. Potentially. We're going to have her giggling so much if there's any out here, they're going to come running. Like maybe the one peeking behind that tree back there.
I'm trying to be quiet as much as I can.
Okay.
Because I feel like somebody is really staring at us here.
Yeah, I've been getting that feeling here too. So
yeah, it's really creepy.
Let's keep moving and let's keep our heads on a swivel, looking and listening, and see if we're being followed. Okay, guys, hold on, honey. I think you're blocking with your head. We've got movement behind us. We've gone a considerable distance. And we saw 2 dark objects. They're back here. You gonna go down there and look?
No.
Oh, I saw it again. See? Guys, I'm gonna flip the camera and zoom. Take that. Guys, we have, there, right there, movement. Let me zoom. There are 2 dark figures back there. Well, I'm not scared. Are you scared, honey? They're about 125 yards away, whatever they are. They're going back and forth in and out behind those trees. We got perfect sightings. Oh, I mean, as far as perfect can be from 120 yards with a bunch of leaves and trees in between you. I got...
Keep walking and then silent. We're gonna sneak behind them.
Well, I don't know if we can come up behind them, but we can flank them. We'll go down. Okay, hold on. They're over here, so we're gonna go down this way. Try to come up around the side. So while we're walking, you just keep watching in that area, huh? Okay, what we saw was up here. Gosh, it could be anywhere in here. We are in the lair. You're okay, hon. You're okay. Honey, it doesn't matter. They know we're here, honey. Hold on, let me see if I can get a good angle and zoom. Oh, shoot. Okay, shh. I heard footsteps. Did you hear that? They're just on the other side of that knoll, back over that hill. We're gonna have to keep going around the hill and try to come around the back side of the hill like you said before.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go around this way and come up around the back. Okay, so guys, we're trying to circle around the hill where we've seen these dark objects moving, and I wanted to get this on camera because I've just found something very interesting. This isn't the first time we've found something like this here in the lair. The lair of the potential Bigfoot Sasquatch. Okay, number 1. Potentially an old fence post, or at least a cedar that was cut with a chainsaw a long time ago. But even more odd is right here. How many times have we found these mounds? And you know what kind of mound potentially I'm talking about. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna try to get around the back side of this hill and come up from behind them. Guys, we made it to the back side of this hill, and just as we got to the top here, we flushed something out of here. 2 dark objects, two dark somethings, figures, went down over the hill.
I think I should go inside.
Come here. Here, honey, I'm trying to get some, well, I don't know if you should. I mean, are you?
I think I should, yes, but not very too close.
They went right down over the hill. It's like they were sitting here on top of this hill.
I think they want us to get lost.
They don't want us to get lost. They're playing games with us. I think they're juveniles. They knew exactly where we were coming. They watched us come. They waited till we hiked all the way up the steepest part of this hill, and then they ran down over the side as if to say, ha, ha, ha. Guys, I'm gonna flip the phone so we can see what she's seeing heading in this way. wife just said tabi tabi po in her native Philippines. What? Did you see something?
No, honey, I think that's a trap, like a hole. It's so soft.
Really?
Go there, yeah, that feels like a trap.
Here, let me see the stick.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
get back there, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, look at this track.
Yeah, it's a trap. Be careful, honey.
They're trying to lure us to this spot. My beautiful bride dearly thinks it's a trap. Look at those tracks right there. Okay, and guys, I was just recording. You saw dearly did not come over this far. And I found the tracks from where they ran down over the hill. I swear I just heard a growl. Rewind and listen. But there's tracks. What is that? Guys, I'm gonna sneak over to the edge and do a 180 scan. We got some markings here. Bends. This is definitely, wow, look at this. Here's a fresh tree bend. This is the absolute most fresh tree bend I have found. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, we're getting some of the most fresh evidence here ever. Look, guys, this has been here. This was not recently. This is strange. How do you explain this? This old cedar post has not been disturbed, but obviously what has taken place is this young maple sapling was put underneath here. Its leaves are still green. This tree is still healthy. It's still alive. This did not just happen to fall on this healthy tree. And there's more tracks. This was just done. Guys, we just found a tree bend that was just constructed maybe while we were on our way hiking up this hill. Wow. It has been some time since I've been in this lair, and you know why. You read the story I'll never tell on YouTube in Bigfoot Sasquatch Files Volume 3. You know why I've not been coming. I have every reason to believe we were not trailed today. We changed things up. I brought my wife, which I usually don't do. Before we even came here, we took our son to a friend's house for a play date. So any observers would not have any reason to think we were going to the lair. But here we are, and we have discovered some amazing, amazing new evidence, new footage. Okay, guys, I just want to make sure we're getting this in its entirety. So I've come back to get it from this angle. Here we have a track. We have some sort of track. Here's the old cedar tree. Look, if this had been picked up to be put over that tree, you would have seen it where the ground was disturbed here, but it's not disturbed. We come all the way down. It's another track. And then this maple sapling is underneath. So it's as if they picked it up. You know what, guys? Listen, follow me here. This is how this obviously worked. They obviously didn't pick up this old rotten cedar beam. They brought this tree, this old rotten cedar did not fall on this perfectly healthy maple. He, she, it, or they would have grabbed the maple from the top, pulled it down to ground level so they could slip it up underneath this cedar post. That's got to be how they did that, and that's why it's not disturbed back here. You saw it looks like this thing has never moved. in 20 years, but how is it possible that a 6-year-old maple whose leaves are still healthy got underneath it? The only way this could be explained is if this maple were pulled down to ground level and then the old cedar put over top of it to create the bend. Guys, I've never seen anything like this. But we just saw it today here in the Lair.
I'm kind of scared a little,
Uh-huh.
but I want to keep moving.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Let me go look over the edge, okay? Just wait here.
I'm shaking a little.
We heard something over here. Okay, so guys, we're trying to follow them. We're trying to track them. Shh, honey, shh, don't move, don't move. Did you hear that, honey? Did you hear that growl? Yeah, I heard that. Guys, we just heard a howl. Put your earbuds in or rewind and listen.
Oh my gosh.
That was a howl or a yowl or whatever they call it. Honey, they're down there in that valley somewhere. They're down there. We followed them up to the top of the hill. We ran them off. And down there screaming at us. They showed us a fresh bend, a fresh, brand new, like made 10 minutes ago tree bend. Wow. The things you'll see in the potential lair of Bigfoot Sasquatch. Okay, guys. As we could tell with that last howl, that last yowl that we heard, they are a considerable distance away, already way down in the valley. So we're going to call this a successful Bigfoot Sasquatch search.
Yeah, I agree.
We saw the dark objects. We followed them up the hill. We saw them running down. We got the tree bend. We scanned the valley below, and we heard a howl, a yowl, a growl, a scream, whatever it was. We're not out of here yet, and should we see or hear any more oddities on the way out, we'll be sure to pick it up. But I think we accomplished our goals today. And again, we weren't trailed by certain individuals. So the lair of Bigfoot Sasquatch, the location is still undisclosed. And again, a day's passed since we did this video. So if anybody saw us coming and going, I think it worked.
And then, guys, if you hear that howl, please let us know.
Yeah, put a timestamp in there. If you go back and listen, if you can hear it, turn your volume up, put your earbuds in, and see what you think it is. So we just want to thank you all for being here with us for another episode of the PBS. The potential Bigfoot Sasquatch show. It's all about the dramatic pause. Now say it.
Show.